everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. General Hospital sees the massive truth bomb about Giovanni Mazza, biological parents blowing up. And it looks like it's going to happen at the nurses' ball this week. And once the truth comes out about him being Brooke Lynn Quartermaine, Amanda Setton, and Dante Falconeri's Dominic Zamprogna son, well, there's going to be massive fallout. We're going to talk about what happens to all the people close to Gio that are going to be collateral damage when this bombshell explodes about his real parents. Alright, so right now we're getting really close to the big reveal that Brooke Lynn and Dante are Giovanni Mazza bio parents. I mean, we all know, but most of the people in Port Charles do not. Right now, of course, we've got Cody Bell, Josh Kelly, conspiring with Lulu, Alexa Havens-Bruning, who's absolutely determined to find proof, and official General Hospital spoilers promise that life-altering secrets drop soon. So yeah, this bombshell about Gio may come out during the nurses' ball, and when it does, the fallout is going to be epic. And there are 7 people who are directly affected by this and are hit with massive shockwaves once they find out Dante and BLQ are Gio's parents. So now that Lulu knows that Gio's mom Camilla was never pregnant, she told Cody that she thinks BLQ and Lois, Rena Sofer, have been in on this deception all along, conspiring. But as usual, Lulu is wrong and she is targeting Brooke Lynn unfairly and making these big leaps. So let's jump into what happens, because as of now, it sure looks like it could be Cody or Lulu that ignite this firestorm. The primary person, obviously, that's going to be blown away by all of this is poor Gio himself. He's going to be reeling because his mom Camilla lied to him. She never told him he was adopted, and sadly, of course, she passed away years ago. So Gio can't go to her. He can't get any closure from Camilla. He can't confront her, and he can't ask her any questions. So it's just this betrayal that has no resolution, at least with her. And if Gio wants any answers, he's going to probably have to get them from Lois, because she's one of the few who knows everything. And you know, by the way, she's been lying to his face for years. 20 of them. Hopefully Lois finally spills and will tell Gio everything she knows, because he deserves the whole truth, and not just what Lulu is digging up with Cody. Plus, Gio hearing that Dante's his dad is going to hit him really hard. Because that means Rocco Falconeri, Finn Francis Carr, who had that scary alcohol poisoning thing that he's been blamed on, is actually Gio's brother. And also, of course, Dante is Gio's bio dad. And he seems to suddenly hate him because of, I think, sloppy and fast writing. But anyway, Gio's finally going to get a dad in his life, and Dante doesn't like him. Poor Gio is going to be a mess. And I feel like the person that will be rocked almost as much as Gio is going to be Dante. He has no idea that BLQ was ever pregnant. So it's just going to be this 1-2 punch for Dante. The secret teen pregnancy, 2 decades of lies from people he trusts, and then a secret kid, Gio. So yeah, Dante's going to be reeling because he's in a position very similar to what Sonny Corinthos, Morris Bernard, was in when he found out he was Don's dad back in the day. Although I would say that that one was even more traumatic because if you recall, Sonny hated Dante and he'd shot him. And after he shot Dante, that's when Olivia Falconeri, Lisa Lo Cicero, showed up and said, "That is your son." And of course, Sonny had found out that Dante was an undercover cop trying to put him behind bars. As of now, you know, Gio's at the top of Don's list of people he dislikes. He knows from what went down with Sonny that he's got to fix it, you know, once this all comes out. But of course, after the shock wore off back then, Dante and Sonny made peace and they're very close now. So it'll likely be similar for Dante and Gio in the long run. But at first, Dante's going to be shocked and probably horrified by his own behavior, which you know, he was overreacting. Let's be real. Next in line for the biggest impact will be baby mama Brooke Lynn. She's going to be absolutely reeling because Lois and Gloria Cerullo Ellen Travolta, lied to her for so many years, as did Camilla, Gio's mom, who she knew. Brooke Lynn's going to be hurt and horrified when she finds out the people she loves most had lied to her for more than 20 years. And then Lulu helped blow up her life. But BLQ, I think, is also going to be thrilled and eager to reach out to Gio, but probably scared that he'll reject her even though they've been close for his whole life. Brooke Lynn may worry that Gio will assume she didn't want him, or that she was another person like Lois and Gloria who intentionally lied to his face. But she didn't lie. Brooke Lynn was in the dark, and just as a young, scared woman, younger than Gio is now, making the best decision she could at the time. And of course, next, we all know Lulu is going to face huge fallout for blowing up people's lives. And it was none of her business. She was repeatedly warned to drop it, don't do it, all that. BLQ knew this was a possible outcome, but Dante's going to be blindsided unfairly, as is Gio. And Lulu has kept pushing, knowing full well she was going to blow up people's lives. So yeah, Lulu's going to pay. There's going to be consequences. Carly warned her, Tracy Quartermaine, Jane Elliott, warned her, Laura Spencer Collins, Jenny Francis, warned her, others warned her. Dante's going to be livid to find out Lulu was secretly investigating this instead of just butting out or just coming and telling him the moment she did find out. You know what she's done is neither just not a good option. There were other options. Cody is another one who's going to face some repercussions. He's going to have a lot of explaining to do to a few people. First, of course, Dante's going to be furious to find out Cody knew Brooke Lynn was pregnant back in the day and kept it to himself for over 20 years. And now Cody's been going behind Dante and BLQ's back, hiding the secret that is Gio, and conspiring with Lulu while helping her investigate when he should have just told Dante the truth. And he could have come and told BLQ once he heard Gio's name. Cody's really good friends with both of them and has been for a long time because they retconned that history and just created it. So I think Dante's going to have a hard time forgiving Cody. And I think Brooke Lynn might as well. And Tracy may not be too happy with Cody either. And somebody, speaking of her, who's going to have some huge emotional fallout and a strong and probably loud reaction to all this will be Tracy. She's going to be probably pretty upset that Lulu defied her and dug in and kept going. And Tracy is probably going to toss Lois out of the Quartermaine mansion with a warning to never come back. BLQ is Tracy's granddaughter. She's protective of her. She's going to be livid on BLQ's behalf. But on the flip, Tracy is also going to be thrilled that her great-grandson is Gio because she already adores him. And interestingly, she may give Gio what Drew Kane Quartermaine, Cameron Matheson, most wants, the Quartermaine name. And last, but certainly not least, we're going to see fallout hitting Gio's granddad, Ned Quartermaine, Wally Kurth. He's going to be furious at Lois, and so will Olivia, because Gio's her grandson too. They may never speak to Lois again after Ned and Olivia find out that she's kept their grandson, Gio, away from them both for his whole life. Lois may have to do a walk of shame all the way back to Bensonhurst. It is going to be absolutely explosive when the truth about Gio comes out, and I'm here for it. I can't wait to see how it all goes down. I wonder if there's a chance. It seems like it's likely it's coming out at the nurses' ball. It would be terrible if Dante and Brooke Lynn find out that Gio's their son during his nurses' ball performance with Harrison Chase, Josh Swickard, and Anna Devane, Finola Hughes. That would pretty much be the worst possible moment in place, but we have been promised a shocker, so we'll see. The nurses' ball is always an event full of glamour, music, and heart, but this year, the magic of the night turned to chaos when Giovanni Gio Cirillo dropped a shocking truth bomb that rocked Port Charles to its core. The fallout is immediate, and it's about to send shockwaves through multiple families, relationships, and alliances. Gio's shocking revelation. As performers took the stage and the audience sipped champagne in their best tuxedos and gowns, no one expected the evening's most unforgettable act to come from young Gio Cirillo. With the Cerullo family legacy now entwined with the Corinthos clan, thanks to his recent bond with Sonny, many had been wondering what role Gio would play in Port Charles. But when Gio stormed to the stage and grabbed the mic, everything changed. In front of the stunned audience, and a live stream being broadcast to the Metro Court's rooftop party, he declared, "Greater than, I can't keep this secret anymore. I'm not just a Cerullo, I'm a Corinthos. Sonny is my father." The silence that followed was deafening. Then came gasps, cameras flashed, and Sonny, seated next to Ava, looked like he'd seen a ghost. Is it true? Of course, the immediate question on everyone's mind is Gio telling the truth? According to Gio, his mother, Lucia Cerullo, had a short-lived affair with Sonny while he was on the run years ago, believing himself to be Mike's son and far removed from his mob life. Gio claims she hid the truth to protect him, but now that he's in Port Charles and drawn to the Corinthos orbit, she couldn't keep it hidden any longer. Sonny, visibly shaken, didn't confirm or deny the claim in the moment. But behind closed doors at the Metro Court, a heated confrontation with Gio led Sonny to demand a DNA test. Olivia Falconeri, who helped raise Gio, is caught in the middle, and she's furious at Lucia for keeping secrets, at Sonny for his past, and at Gio for blowing up his life in front of the entire town. The fallout begins. Dan Falconeri, who's been mentoring Gio as a fellow Italian-American from Bensonhurst, is blindsided. If Gio is truly Sonny's son, that makes Dante his half-brother. Dante's already got a complicated dynamic with his father, especially after Sonny's recent choices involving Ava and the mob. Now he has to decide whether to embrace Gio as family or see him as another pawn in Sonny's chaotic orbit. Meanwhile, Michael Corinthos isn't taking the news well. Still harboring resentment towards Sonny for the fallout with Nina and his betrayal of Carly, Michael sees Gio as a threat, a reminder that Sonny's bad decisions never stop coming back to haunt them. Carly, who's trying to move forward post-Sonny, is stunned to hear the news. While she doesn't doubt Sonny had other women in his past, she's concerned about how this will affect Donna and Avery. Carly also can't help but wonder, if Gio's been brought into the fold, what does that mean for Sonny's empire? Ava's calculations. No one is watching the fallout more closely than Ava Jerome. She's grown closer to Sonny recently, too close for comfort, if you ask Carly, and Gio's claim threatens the balance Ava's been carefully cultivating. Ava sees an opportunity. If Gio is Sonny's son, she can align herself with him, helping Sonny adjust to this new reality while keeping Gio loyal to her side. She offers him a job at the gallery, playing on his artistic side and his desire to step out of Sonny's shadow. But is Ava being supportive or manipulative? Trina's caught in the middle. Trina Robinson is reeling. She's grown close to Gio since he arrived in town, drawn to his charm, intensity, and vulnerability. Their friendship was just beginning to shift into something more, but now everything's complicated. Her best friend, Jocelyn, is still tangled up in the Corinthos world, and Spencer's memory still lingers in Trina's heart. Gio begs Trina to believe he didn't mean to blow things up. But Trina wonders, if he hid this for so long, what else isn't he telling her? Curtis and Marshall weigh in. At the Savoy the next day, Curtis Ashford and Marshall discuss the nurses' ball fallout over a drink. Both men had had their own experience with surprise paternity reveals, and Curtis sees the potential for Gio to follow a dangerous path if he's not careful. He reaches out to Portia and suggests bringing Gio into a mentorship program at the hospital. Perhaps structure and purpose will keep him grounded. Christina steps up. Christina Corinthos Davis, always the emotional heart of the Corinthos siblings, is one of the first to reach out to Gio after the bombshell. Having just launched her youth center, she believes in giving people a second chance and sees something in Gio that reminds her of herself. Their budding sibling bond could become one of the most unexpected and powerful new relationships in Port Charles. DNA results are in. By week's end, the results arrive. Sonny reads them silently, face unreadable. He finally looks up at Gio and confirms, "You're my son." The confirmation sets off a chain reaction. Sunny offers Gio a place at his side, but Gio hesitates. While part of him longs for family and power, another part fears what being a Corinthos really means. In the shadows, Selena Wu watches with interest. If Gio rejects Sunny, she may have a new soldier to mold. Looking ahead, Sunny and Gio struggle to define their relationship. Michael and Dante argue over how to handle the newest Corinthos. Trina pulls away from Gio, just as Jocelyn starts to warm up to him. Carly and Ava form a surprising alliance to protect their daughters. And a mystery figure from Lucia's past arrives in Port Charles. Someone who claims Gio was always meant to take down Sunny from the inside. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our GH News 24 YouTube channel for more update news.